Okay, I'm going to show how I'm going to work on this particular project here. I need to get this last little pocket put together and added to the book. And it'll go like this. So put the glue in the center. And just give that a good press and set that to the side for a minute. Now, I want to tell you how I made this cover. So 4.5 inches by 12-inch piece of the 22-point chipboard, or similar to cereal box thickness. You want to score it at 5/8 of an inch and then at 1 inch. And that's what's going to give us that little 3/8 of an inch. I call it a spine, for lack of better words. And then this is just to bind that together. So 5/8 of an inch, 1 inch, then 7.5 inches and 8 inches. And then just add your 1/8 of an inch score lines so that you can create that kind of rounded top. That I just prefer it because I like it. It makes it look more like an accordion file folder type thing. Then what I've done here is I made a pencil mark from this line, because on the back side, this would be my back measurements, at about 3.5 inches, and then just found my little center point. And what's going to go there is going to be my elastic. And I make sure that that mark was what I put on there. I marked it with a pencil, so it just has the tiniest little dot. And I'm not actually stretching this so much as I just want that to kind of tack down right there in that spot. And then I'm going to put little beads of glue on either side. And this was just a scrap piece, so the measurement is not as important as the width. I cut the width of it to 4.25 inches, so you can see it's got a little, get it up here so it'll show, it's a little shorter so that it will rest inside my width. And then all I want to do with this is use that to create a channel and kind of hold the elastic and keep it right in the center of the book. It's like it knows it's not being glued down flat. And it doesn't like that. I got enough glue under that end. Okay, let's put a little bit more there. Okay, then this is going to be the back of the book. So what I'm doing now is just adding the glue to the layer that will then be the back. And I cut this piece to where approximately 1/16 of an inch of the base chipboard piece shows around the black cardstock. Just get that all pressed into place. then this is going to be my layer that will go here. And I chose, since these roses kind of created a bottom, I chose that to be the bottom that would rest against the spine section. And then this should have approximately just under 1/8 of an inch showing all the way around of the black, then to kind of give it that framed effect. And I like how that turned out. Okay, and this is going to be the inside lining piece. Just centering that, the inside back spine cover part. Then here, this is going to be our box that is going to go there. So I'm going to do this one just like I did in the little recipe accordion. I'm actually going to mount it onto this piece, being careful not to go over my score line. And then when this folds up and is glued into place, that's how that will go together. So I'm going to let that sit there a minute, since it's kind of big and heavy. Let that dry a little bit, and we will go ahead and attach this piece. Hopefully I won't mess up, since I didn't turn that around to mount up those little rounded corners, because I usually like to do it from the other direction, but that's okay. Okay, so now we want to put our glue in the center, and then push that up into place, making sure that our bottom is square, and then press that center down. And make sure I have it turned the right direction before I try to start gluing it down. When I say something like that, how many of y'all say, I wonder why she said that? Because I know me. That's why. And hopefully that is bad eye days, y'all. It's just part of it. Now, let's attach the piece that will be the top flap layer. I didn't trust myself to do this one and get it right, so I had to turn it. And so that's going to be the top fold over flap. 4x6 matted photos will fit in this, because the little pockets are 4.5 inches wide, and from the base here to the fold here is 6.5 inches. So you can perfectly mat a 4x6 photo. Oh, there it is. See, I told y'all I couldn't see. And I still haven't decided exactly how I wanted to do this. And I want to use this little button for some strange reason, just because, I guess. So I'm thinking that just something like that, and tie a few knots. Poor little arthritic fingers. They don't like to do the nimble work much anymore. And that will keep the book closed, and then you can still get into your pockets. If that's in the way, you just move it up and all of your pockets open up. But I really like having this as a more simple closure and not having to have anything else. So binding, I like that. That's cute. Then I'm going to use this word die that says Moments. This is from one of Eileen Hull's thinlit sets. And I'm just going to simply tack this down and kind of blot off some of the excess parts. And press that into place. And then what I do when I have these little bitty spots that don't quite get enough adhesive, I take my pokey tool with a little bit of adhesive on there and run it just along the back edge, and it will leave off just enough adhesive that you can then kind of give everything a good press, and it'll hold it in place. So there's the finished project, and I absolutely love this. I just think that turned out super, super cute and quick, simple, easy, and you can give 4x6 photos in it.